Hi, my name is Victoria Holder. I've been teaching English as a second language for about 30 years in California. I teach at City College and I also teach at San Francisco State University. I was trained a long time ago in Morocco, where I began teaching, and since I've started teaching, I've written a lot of books, a lot of articles. I've even written some books for Korean businessmen. And one thing I noticed over the years in my teaching is that I really enjoy teaching Korean students. My dream class would probably be a class full of Korean women or Korean girls, because they're very serious students. But I also like teaching Korean boys because they have a very good sense of humor. Last winter, I went to Korea for a short time, and while I was there, I went to a bookstore, a very large bookstore in Seoul, and I noticed that there were many, many books in English for children. But I also noticed that these books were primarily American books. It almost looked like I was in an American bookstore. And it occurred to me that there might be a better way to teach Korean children, especially even very young children, English. That would be a series of books which incorporated songs, lots of rhyme, rhythm, basically the ideas of poetry, so that children would be able to remember more easily all the English that they would be learning. They would learn English with their moms. The moms would help them. The moms might even learn a little English with it, and they would enjoy it. So I'm hoping that we can produce a wonderful series of books for Korean children that they can use in the future and enjoy for the rest of their lives. Thank you. Hi, my name is Victoria Holder. I'm an ESL teacher in San Francisco. That means teaching English as a second language. I've been teaching here in California for about 30 years. I teach at San Francisco State and I teach at City College. I enjoy teaching, and I especially enjoy teaching college level students, and I especially enjoy teaching, that's terrible.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Victoria Holder. I'm an English as a second language teacher in San Francisco, California, and I've been doing it for about 30 years. I was trained a long time ago in Morocco, which is a country in Africa. Since then, I've been teaching mostly in California. I've had the time to write a few books, I've written a few articles, and I've done some workshops. But my favorite project was a series of books that I wrote about 10 years ago or 15 years ago for Korean businessmen for a school in Seoul, Korea. Now, can we cut that right there? Up to there, I think it was okay, right? Recently, I noticed that I really enjoy teaching Korean students. I find that the girls are very, very serious. They do their homework properly and well, and I find that the boys and the girls have a good sense of humor, or anyway, they like to laugh at what I say, which I like. So, okay, stop.
Let's go. Oh.
Last Christmas, I took a trip to Korea, and while I was there, I went into several bookstores. I noticed that the bookstores had lots of books for children in English, for children to practice or to learn English. It occurred to me that there might be a need for a series of books for Korean children where they studied in a way that would be fun and that would be easy for them to remember what they learned. So I thought maybe we could incorporate singing, that is music, rhyming, rhythm, and situations that are familiar to the little children in Korea, not just to American children. So now we're working on a series of books which does all these things. I've been enjoying writing songs for the books and writing the text for some of the books. I think that very soon we're going to have a wonderful set of books for children to learn English in Korea with their moms and to have a good time while they're doing it. Thanks. Last Christmas, I had a chance to go to Korea. While I was in Korea, I went to some bookstores, and I noticed in the bookstores that there were many books for Korean children in English. However, they weren't really for Korean children. They were for American children, and Korean moms were getting those books to try to help their children learn English. Obviously, there's a need for books which are designed for Korean children in English that they can read along with their moms and that they can eventually read on their own. So what we're doing now is we're working on a series of books designed especially for Korean children and their moms, in which we use songs, rhyme, rhythm, and situations that are familiar to Korean children so that the children will identify with the stories and they will be easy to remember. I think this is going to be a wonderful series of books that children and their moms will enjoy and will help them learn English in a very good way with a strong foundation that they'll be able to use for the rest of their lives. Thank you. I think that was better.